Welcome to the Reset. My name is Chad, and we've got a lot planned for this trip. We got Mr. Jeff. You guys have seen him in some past videos. Actually, we were at Canyon Lake last time doing the
just down the hill.
Just down the hill. I wouldn't say it was the infamous boating camping trip. I had a lot of fun on that trip. Actually, the weather was kind of cool. It added to the experience, and of course, Mr. Scott.
Hello, everybody.
And my little buddy Liam right there. Say hi, Liam. You got a lot of stuff for Christmas. This trip is going to be special because if you've watched any of my videos over the past 3 years, you know my discontent with just about every tent. No pun intended there. I think I may have found the perfect tent, and I hope I'm not jinxing myself when I say that. But come along with me as we set this up for the very first time and check off the boxes of pros and cons. The reset starts now. And that tent is this behemoth right here. This is the RBM Outdoors Panda Air Medium. Let's set it up.
Dude, the bag is heavy duty though.
Yeah, it's a good bag.
There's this gasket that came out. I don't know if it's extra or if you need it. Silicone gasket. Set it up in the living room.
In your living room?
Nice. That's awesome. Oh, dude, that's nice.
And this is my secret weapon. If you haven't guessed already, this is an inflatable tent. These are new to the market. They haven't been out long. 90% of them are junk. The ones on Amazon, I wouldn't recommend them. They get terrible reviews. This one, however, is a full canvas tent with PVC bladders on it. It looks and appears to be indestructible, and that's according to the company as well. But my secret weapon, this tent normally comes with a hand pump. In every video I've watched, that looks like quite a chore. Instead, I've got a paddleboard electric pump with a gauge on it, and it works, especially with the battery.
Maybe in Japan, Korea,
So there it is in all its glory. Again, this is the medium. Features a integrated stove jack there. We'll go over the outside features first. It's full canvas. Once you stake these out, it'll make a little awning right there to cover the windows, which you can, they're all mesh, really high grade mesh on all sides. Okay. That goes out right there. Here's your vent. This is the main door here. These are all Y2K zippers. On the inside, there's your stove jack. It's got a fireproof mat already for your chimney. That can detach if you're not using a stove. One of the other really cool features is right there. Let's see if I can find it. Right there. Guess what goes in there? That's where your diesel heater hose goes in, or an electrical cord. You got 1, 2. This here is also another big massive window with mesh on it. It comes with a clear plastic window that you can put there instead. And then there's canvas flaps on the other side that'll come down to cover that. You got pockets. Got a clothesline, look at this. I'll tighten that up in a second, that you can hang stuff off of. There's another window right there. Another pocket, another window, and then the door right here. This right here is a pressure release valve. In case it gets the pressure in there gets too high, it'll automatically come out. I've got it at about 5.5 psi right now. The instructions say you can get up to 7, but this is plenty rigid here. This is probably my favorite feature, and I'll show you guys this in a bit. This right here is the big top window of the roof. Not one on this side, but over here there is. Right here is mesh, and on the other side is the canvas flap. I can roll that canvas flat up and take this mesh out and put a clear window in right there as well, and we'll do that a little later. Really high grade PVC floor on here. No need to put a tarp underneath it. I mean, I probably would anyway, but I didn't for this trip. What do you think, Liam?
It's good.
This is the rain fly. We're not going to need that this weekend. And quite frankly, I doubt I'll need to use that much because that canvas is already waterproof. This is the big window that I can put on the top. We'll do that in a bit. This is the big window for that back door, if you want to open it up. And this is what I wanted to show you guys. Check this out. Everything's more difficult when it's one-handed. It comes with a stake driver hammer here. Okay. Solid steel, man. That thing's heavy duty. It has a ferro rod built into it. It's a complete multi-tool. A knife, a screwdriver, a flathead, a saw, a file, you name it. See, there's that ferro rod inside there. You can use these to drive in the really heavy duty stakes that are in here. So these are all really heavy duty. They go out on all corners. There isn't a corner of this tent that doesn't have really high grade straps. Focus there, straps on it. Even onto the ground, so you can stake out the bottom too. Well, I'm gonna finish getting the stuff out of the truck. This ground is way too hard. I can't stake it out. It's not a fair and accurate review of the tent all staked out. All right, we're going to show you how to make a campfire peach cobbler. We're using our 10-inch Lodge campfire Dutch oven. You can use a 12 as well. First thing you're going to do is get yourself some oil. Pour that in there, like so. Just get a paper towel here and spread that around. All around on the sides, on the bottom. Just like so. Okay. Next, get you a can of fruit filling or topping peaches. You can do this one or two ways. The best way is to drain the liquid that's in there and just use the peaches. However, I'm not going to do that because it's so cold that that liquid's kind of solidified in there. So we're just going to put them all in there, just like that. Okay. Get them all out. That's that. Put those peaches in there, spread them out evenly. Now what we're going to do is take some white cake mix. Open that sucker up. You're going to put this whole bag in there. Sprinkle it over there evenly. Just like so. Whole bag. Okay. Go ahead and smooth that out. Next, you're going to get some butter. And you're just going to shave off pieces of butter and drop in there. You want them to be somewhat small shavings, but enough to cover a good portion of this cake mix. Once that's done and you've got some good amount of butter in there, you're going to take some brown sugar. Drizzle some brown sugar in there. Not a whole lot, but enough to gently cover the top. And when that butter melts with the brown sugar, oh my gosh, it's heaven. Okay, and here's the secret ingredient. It's not a secret anymore though, because I'm showing it to you. If you're using the 10-inch Dutch oven, go with one of these smaller cans of Sprite or 7-Up or anything equivalent. You're gonna get this and you're gonna pour the whole can in there. Okay. Put that lid on. You do not stir it. And then we go to the fire. Once you've got a good bed of coals there, stick your pot right on top of it. Try to make it as level as possible. And then you're going to put some of these coals, this is why it's important to have a campfire style Dutch oven, in that there's a spot on top here where you can put some of these coals. Put some of those briquettes around on top to create an oven effect. Not a lot. You're gonna let that sit for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, pull it off the fire, take the lid off, and we'll see if it's done. It might take a little longer, but you'll know when it's done. Okay, sorry about the wind noise. Let's see if this is ready. Yeah, I think Scott, you want to be our taste tester?
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
Oh, that was gross. I'm just saying.
Huh?
I'm just saying that's my opinion.
Yeah, no, wow, it's really good, Chad. Yeah.
Ice cream. I should have gotten some vanilla ice cream.
But I mean, itself, it doesn't need anything. I mean, I think you might have went right with the pie filling.
You think so?
I think so, yeah. Be a supernova.
No, it looks like Jupiter. Actually. Guys, it actually looks like Jupiter.
Nice.
Wait, you look. Tell me what planet this is.
The night is winding down. We got a campfire going on 9 o'clock. We're gonna hit the sack pretty soon. Okay, Liam and I are in the tent and getting ready to tuck in for bed. It is 41 degrees outside and it is 75 degrees Fahrenheit in here, thanks to that diesel heater and this cotton canvas keeping everything nice and cozy. There's my little buddy. So yeah, we're getting ready to head to bed. Again, this was kind of a trial trip to just test things out and see how it goes. And so far, I love it. It's checking all the boxes. You want to see the best part is this. Right here, I've got that clear window insert put in. Now, if I wanted, I could take that out and roll down the mesh. And then there's an outer canvas flap that goes on the outside as well to close that in. But I got this window in right now, which means I can go to sleep tonight under the stars and looking at them.
I can too.
It's awesome. We having fun?
Yeah, I can look at the stars. And zoom my camera in so I can see Venus again.
Venus. He wants to see Venus.
No, I saw Venus. Tell the viewers that I saw Venus. Prove it. I saw Venus.
Liam claims he saw Venus last night, so we'll catch you guys in the morning. Good night. Well, good morning. It is freezing outside. He just went out there to get Liam's medicine. He's having a little bit of an asthma episode this morning. Nothing terrible, but sure I'm glad I remembered to bring his nebulizer. Got it plugged into the little power bank there. And did it stay warm in here last night? Really warm. We stayed at about 75 degrees all night, and that was on level 2 out of 8 on the diesel heater, so we stayed nice and warm. I did wind up having to put the canvas flap over the window behind me here. While it was nice being able to see the stars while I was sleeping, I could feel that the heat that was inside here was leaving that pretty quickly through that clear plastic. Having that canvas flap over it now has made a big difference. So. One thing I wanted to mention before we get outside is there's been a steady wind outside of about 10 miles an hour, maybe a little more at times, between 10 and 15 miles an hour. And despite this tent not being staked out at all, it stayed rigid all night. You can kind of see behind me here. It's not going to do it now, of course, because I'm recording it, but the wind is blowing out there. And this thing didn't sway, it didn't bounce, it didn't jiggle at all. I mean, those poles, they're at 5.5 PSI, even at 7, but at 5.5, I mean, they're as rigid as steel poles. They are not moving. Extremely impressed with this RBM Outdoors Panda medium tent. Could not be happier. And with the diesel heater running, we've talked about the diesel heaters before. They don't emit CO2 like the buddy heaters do because of the propane, and as a result, the monitor there has been at 0 the whole time, despite this thing being completely closed up. guys, this is a really short video. I apologize in advance. The whole purpose of this trip was just to get out for a night, maybe two. I've changed my mind, decided to do it one, but the main purpose was to get this tent up and use it, figure it out, and so far it checks all the boxes. I'm totally in love with it. I think I'm going to have it for a long time, and it's going to get a lot of good use. This wind is the driving force, pun intended, with deciding to leave a little bit earlier than usual. It's just relentless. It's bitter cold. And if there's one single thing that can ruin a camping trip for me, it's the wind. I can deal with the rain, I can deal with the snow, I can deal with mud, you name it. But wind and me do not get along. I used to know somebody a long time ago that said the wind is the devil's work. And that rings true, especially when you're camping or when you're fishing. So yeah, we're gonna pack up, head home. I got stuff to do, but the next video will be a longer form video. We're gonna be staying out for a couple nights up in the woods, get the hot tent up with the stove and everything like that. If you or someone you know is suffering from anything that's racking the mind, stress, anxiety, PTSD, postpartum, addiction, you name it, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, first and foremost, it's your job and mine to break the stigma and encourage those around us and even yourself to go out and get the professional help that you may deserve. Also, get outside, breathe the fresh air, take in the scenery with your own two eyes, and find your dirt road to reset. We'll see you next time. Welcome to the reset. My name is Chad, and we're here again.
You get the front camera.
I did. Well, we'll put.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah, we'll put that in the.